How's it going, everybody? I am Money here, and I'm back again with my third installment with Mr. Balls Johnson number 4. And we're on the map Bootleg, and of course we're dropping another double hardcore MOAB. And I was going to talk about myself, but talking about myself is kind of boring, at least to me anyway, because I already know how cool I am. And you guys probably already know how cool I am too. So what I'm going to talk about is basically my YouTube experience thus far. And I've already talked about where I want to go with my channel. It's going to be a casual talk. And I think the casual talks are better for commentary anyway because they're casual and you get to know me along the way. So my experience thus far with YouTube has been kind of mixed. It's kind of varied from like, cool, you're on YouTube, I'll subscribe to your channel. And then there's the, fuck you and your fucking YouTube channel, I'm not watching shit. And then in the middle, it kind of meets to where it's like, oh, you're on YouTube, so what? And then like through messages or dialogue, I'll be able to convince them to at least check out the channel, even if they don't really like me. And I ran into a couple players who played me in the past, and they're like, fuck you and your channel. Then they'll watch it, and they're like, well, you got some pretty cool content, you got some nice commentary, and I'll thank them, and we'll kind of go along the way. I don't know if they sub or anything, but just the fact that they took the time out of their day to check out the channel, it's pretty cool, especially when you're not really a fan of someone, because I am a shit talker, and it's not because I dislike anyone, but it makes the game fun, and that's pretty much why I do it. Now, where I want it to be, or where I want to be in the future, it's not really fame, I guess, but when you're on YouTube and someone's like, oh crap, it's I Am Money, are you going to do a live comm, is this going to go on YouTube? Basically what Optic Nadeshot gets, and I've watched a lot of YouTubers, and he's one of my favorite, especially with commentary, and not necessarily the gameplay, because he doesn't put up big numbers or whatnot, but he's a pro player, and what he does with his channel is pretty interesting to me because he's got a lot of good followers, and I don't think it's all in part to the fact that he's an Optic. But when I can get into a lobby and someone says, oh, it's the Die For clan, I Am Money's here or whatnot, that'd be pretty cool because I think every player that considers themselves good or knows they're good has an ego. And to feed that ego, you need people to witness your talent. Now, when I first made my channel, I knew I was going to make it a clan channel, and I also knew that I was going to post my material, but as I've gone along, I don't really want to post my material because that's not the most fun I have. The most fun I've had so far is playing with my subs and playing with my clan and doing the live comms, and I guess there's kind of a bit to where you don't want your ego to be Kanye West style. And I love Kanye West, he's a beast, but I don't want my ego to be on that. And as far as like every good player's ego, they want it fed, but I don't think they want it fed like overboard to where my ego is so big that I know Mr. Balls Johnson is a better player than me, but I'll never tell him he's a better player than me. I'll be like, yeah, you're okay, you're alright, and if I played against you, you know, you'd probably get a couple kills on me. And oddly enough, me and Mr. Balls Johnson used to play against each other prior to being in the same clan, and I want to say we were like competitive rivals because him, his brother, Killer Baby, who was also Satan, we didn't get along back in the day. Like, it was friendly, competitive, like shit talking, but Satan used to go fucking overboard. And there was one time in particular, and Get Tossed Up, Satan and Balls Johnson are all brothers, so they all used to play together. And there was a time on, was it Village, where as soon as we came into the lobby, I was like, hey, that guy Mr. Balls Johnson is pretty good. And out of nowhere, Satan, and I'll never forget, and this is verbatim, get the fuck off his dick and shut the fuck up. And it was just a barrage of just fucking insults. And ever since then, we kind of talked shit to each other, but then Satan kind of disappeared off the earth in terms of like Modern Warfare 3 play. But it was always fun to play against guys like that. And when you're finally in the same clan, it's kind of cool when you have other competitive players with you. And we all have egos in a sense to where we want to be recognized for our gameplay. And I think I've really got my channel to the point to where my first couple channels kind of established my gameplay, and now we're kind of in the point to where people prefer my commentary over my gameplay. So in a sense, I guess fuck you guys, and at the same time, thanks for subscribing and watching my videos for the commentary, and for the simple fact that I don't have to take my channel and everything super serious. In terms of like YouTube thus far though, it's been pretty interesting, it's been pretty cool. I'm growing at a pretty decent rate. I've got almost 50 subs, and I believe it's been, what, 11 days? I've got more subs than some people have had in like 2 or 3 months, and I'm continuing to grow. I average about 5 to 6 subs a day, and what I'm able to do with my channel is pretty interesting because I don't have to have a consistent flow of just MOAB, MOAB, MOAB. I've got, you know, the camper thing going, and I really like that the most because when you play in a lobby and someone frustrates the shit out of you so much, and you have the tools and the power to post them on a channel and people will actually view it, that'll be pretty awesome. I just can't wait for one day when I can have my channel to where I have like 10,000 subs and I can post a camper and then just barrage his goddamn PS3 with nothing but camper messages. I want that kind of Hitler power, kind of like, you know, North Korea. My channel would be like the North Korea of YouTube, and that'll be pretty awesome because I just really enjoy fucking with people. And if I can fuck with you enough to the point to where you can't even get on fucking line, it'll really make you think about your camping ass tactics next time you get online and you are able to play. But the gameplay is kind of winding down, and so is my commentary. And this will be the last and final commentary I do about myself or anything, at least for now in this series. So I'll catch you guys next time. Keep subbing, keep spreading the word. The channel's growing at an alarming rate. I really appreciate that. Thanks for all the support thus far. And money's freaking out.